Tonight, after 12 years of public school, to finally be in this room. First, of course, I have to thank my friends, family, teachers, and classmates that helped me get here. Because I don't think I could have done it alone. I'm not sure anyone could have. We made it to this ceremony together, and I want to appreciate that because this is one of the last times most of us will be seeing each other. But it's hard to stop thinking about what's coming next. Walking across the stage without tripping on your road, moving out on our own, starting a career. It's easy to get so caught up with what's in our head that we miss out on what's right in front of us, on these last moments that we had together. I fell into that trap last year during my lovely field trip to the North Cascades with the AP Environmental Science group. So it's January, and about 80 of us are piling our way into a line of buses, and I'm thinking, wow, that's a pretty good gig. What's a little pseudoscience and maybe a breakout snowball fight among friends? Plus, we'd be back in time for a well-deserved weekend of Netflix and Red Robin. What could go wrong? So we get there, finally, and I find myself forming into my familiar work. My boys and I assemble and get right to work on a week of soil and water tests. A few days later, our cabins are clean, bags are packed, snowballs are thrown, and I can already see that big, beautiful red Netflix logo in front of me. But then I hear those unholy words out of the mouth of one very nervous-looking employee. Get cozy, kids. There's been an avalanche. It's big, and we might be here for a while. At this point, I'm feeling angry. I'm annoyed, and I'm not gonna lie, maybe even a little bit scared. Plus, I miss the comfort of a couch, eating non-vegetarian food and seeing my family. It's funny though, in retrospect, we had food, shelter, water. We were never in any real danger. So what was the problem? The sudden realization that none of us were in control. Mother Nature had overruled us all. We were stuck in those mountains. That's what made a safe situation feel so much scarier than it really was. The next day, snow is still blocking our escape and teachers are setting up distraction activities. Students gather around card games and game tables, but not me. I was too busy pouting. As the day went on though, something strange started happening. I found myself laughing more, thinking less. I would find myself totally immersed in a card game or a movie discussion with people I'd only really met that day. Something about being stuck in the mountains seemed to cause amnesia. I forgot about the social boundaries I had in my head for so long. Suddenly apparent was the triviality and limitations of the rules and social codes I spent so much of my energy following. The avalanche, a force which literally blocked one path, seemed to figuratively open a new one for me. I woke the next day, a little less anxious about when the snow would be cleared. I felt free to enjoy my time with the people next to me, and I did just that. Making peace with my circumstances gave me a freedom to lean into the moment rather than shy away from it. Since leaving the Cascades over a year ago, I found peace and happiness to be qualities present in any given moment, in any setting. I tried for years to make certain experiences match my expectations, afraid I might miss out otherwise. I think we all do this more than we realize. How naturally does your mind wander for the next few hours, days, months, anticipating and planning for what's to come? Before I came up here, I was worried I might lose my speech or trip on the stairs. Once I sit down, I'm sure it won't be long until I start worrying about my next steps. Placement exams, doing laundry, figuring out how insurance works. There will always be another avalanche waiting for us. My hope is that we learn to slow down, to smell the roses along the way. Regardless of the form that mountain of snow assumes over the next few months and years, I believe there's always peace and happiness to be found just beneath the surface, if only we're willing to look for it. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. We have the rest of our lives to make peace with our struggles. Today is a day to relax and celebrate all the work that brought each of us here. This moment was earned, not given, and it's time we appreciate that. Before we begin the next chapter of our lives, I'd like for us to share at least one final moment. On the count of three, I'd like for you to join me, take a deep breath, and just try to forget all the worries that live inside of our head every day. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.